Here in Atlanta, working on a very special project.
Yes.
A good little Sally Walker moment, which we'll talk
Really,
about a
the
lot
project
in the
is
video.
Make Me Prettier. That's the real project. He just doesn't know.
Okay, cool. Down.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago on Twitter, I woke up and you had tweeted, James Charles do a makeup challenge.
Because I've been on a lot of like long haul flights lately for
Okay.
10, 15 hours. And so I've started to watch videos on YouTube. And I
Okay.
just got in this rabbit hole of watching your videos. And I was like, everybody looks so pretty when James does their makeup.
Oh my god, I love that.
I
Thank
wonder
you.
if I would look that pretty
Yes.
if he did my makeup. Like,
Yes,
I really
is
want to
the
know.
answer.
And that's why I said, like, James Charles, do my makeup challenge.
Yeah.
I was on the plane, like, I just want to know, would I look like the video?
That's so cool. And
And
I
I
slid
felt
into
like
the DMs.
I felt like I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
you really messaged me.
I slid into the DMs. I was like, girl, let's do it. Because I love you. I love your music. I think you're so
Thank you.
cool. We're going to talk about so many things in today's video. But we're currently here on set because for today, we're actually shooting Iggy's album cover photo. So I'm doing the makeup for it. Kind of fun, kind of funky, kind of fresh. We have a very beautiful look planned. So without further ado, should we just jump right into this glam
Yes, we
makeover
should.
on Sister Iggy Azalea? So I'm just gonna start off with a little bit of foundation that we're going to get a little concoction going. Oh my god, I am so excited that we're here today. This photo shoot is going to be so much fun. And the music video shoot already yesterday was
It was
such
crazy.
a good time.
The thing that was my favorite thing about the video yesterday and about this look that we're about to do today
Yes.
is that it's new for me because I'm always so afraid of wearing eyeshadow because I feel like I have not a lot of like lid space between my kind of like crease. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the
You do
real
have
terms.
small lids, but you
Yeah,
have a lot
okay,
of space
lid
between your
space.
actual eye and brow.
It's like whenever I'm watching makeup tutorials, I always feel like they do like a cut crease or things that happen on the lid, and then I think, well, I can't do that because I don't have that much lid space, so I don't really wear a lot of like colorful eyeshadow looks or things like that, even though I really like them. When I
Yeah.
see them in pictures, I see the picture and I think like, well, I won't look like that when I wear it because of my eyelid.
Right.
That's what I feel about it. But
Okay.
then you did it yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna trust him.
Yeah.
If you say it can happen, I believe you.
Yeah.
And we did like a full-on smoky, big red eye, super
Yeah.
dramatic, and I loved it. I ended up getting so many compliments on this little picture that I posted.
Yeah, you couldn't even see the makeup on it, and people were already commenting and be like, oh my god, she's wearing eyeshadow.
And then
this
I
is
was
so
like,
cool.
oh my god, am I an eyeshadow girl now? I think I'm an eyeshadow girl
Yes,
now. Yeah, so you've
definitely.
changed me.
Oh my god, I
forever.
love that.
You've left your mark on me, James.
Oh, I'm so glad already.
I'll never be the same again.
So we're here in Atlanta together for the Sally Walker shoot, which is
Yes.
your new song that is for when this video comes out, going out in a week from
Week from now.
today.
Yes. Because
Exciting.
you post on Fridays, right?
Yes.
So next Friday.
So it'll be out next Friday from this video. It's honestly, you guys, such a bop. Literally, when we were on set yesterday, I was singing it all day long, like just bopping in my head. It was stuck in my head. Do you want to talk a little bit about Sally Walker and what the song kind of entails? Like a little sister sneak peek before it comes out?
Whenever people hear the song and I would play it for them, they'd always say to me like, this is a strip club. Oh, this is a twerk anthem. Like, this is gonna go crazy in the strip club. And I think it probably would, by the
Yeah.
way. Obviously, I love twerking, but I just felt like that was too obvious. I really wanted to do something unexpected and not twerk
Yeah.
and not anything that you would hear and think that it was.
Yeah.
Which, I'm like, somebody a bitch dying,
Yeah.
you would not think
You
it's
not
gonna
think
be
someone's
that.
gonna die.
No,
Kinda
but
fun.
then make it Mean Girls
Yeah.
because I love Mean Girls.
Yeah. It's such a fun concept, and it was so fun even just being on set with you yesterday and working with the entire team. Like, just the concepts and everything was so dope.
The thing that I love about music videos, because I always do my own concept, but I've been working with Colin, who did the Sally Walker video with us yesterday for 2 videos now. This is our 3rd together.
Okay.
And he just like adds the coolest little details that nobody would ever think about to the video that I'll get there on the day and be like, this guy thought about
Everything.
little thing.
Yeah.
Yesterday I saw they had the wreaths for your funeral home.
Yes.
And he had actually got the wreaths made with the little sister sleigh, sister
so
simple.
dope.
And I'm like, you know, I didn't tell him to do that. That wasn't my idea. He just takes whatever your idea is and he just like makes it a whole universe where every little attention to
That's so
detail
cool.
is taken care of and it makes it feel so real.
Yeah. Yesterday was my first time ever actually being on a music video
Really?
set before. Yeah. I don't know why, but it was so cool to
I
like,
would
watch the
not
whole
have thought
process.
that.
I know, me either. Well, I really want to get into music myself one day, but it was my
I
first
can't
time ever
believe that
being
was your
part of
first
it.
time on a music video.
Yeah, it was a really fun one too.
Well, the
I
budgets
can't-
aren't always that big. Just let you know that now.
I'm just thankful we actually got there in the first place.
Me too. Oh my God, I was freaking out because I get a text message at like 11
It was like
o'clock at
11:30 at night.
Yeah, late, saying that he's stuck in a storm in New York.
So we were traveling in New York because I just did Good Morning America, which was so much fun, and had a few meetings and filmed with Nightline. And I did that entire day in New York on 2 hours of sleep.
Right.
So my manager and we finally got to the airport to head here to Atlanta because the shoot was the next morning. And after waiting in the airport for 6 hours of flight delays, we finally got a notification that it was canceled at almost midnight. And I called Iggy, and Iggy's like, no, we're putting you on a car right now to get you to Washington, and then we're gonna get a private jet from Washington to Atlanta. And I was like, as long as I get to sleep, I'm okay. And it was so crazy. To make matters even worse, literally after a 4-hour car ride, we get to the airport and I'm like, hi, we're checking in for our 6:30 flight to Atlanta. And she's
Took you
like,
to the wrong airport.
oh, that flight isn't flying out of this airport. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not flying out of this airport? It's like, oh, that's actually at the other Washington airport that's 40
Yeah.
minutes away.
Yeah,
So
that
lo and
wasn't
behold, we
good.
get to the other airport and guess who missed the flight? This one. So it was a really
It's okay.
bad few hours, but
But
we're here.
guess what?
and
I
that's all
had
that
makeup.
matters.
It was on my face.
Yeah.
It looked really
It
good.
looked amazing.
So
Yes.
it all worked out. I knew how to get you out of there though, because I've been stuck in New York in crazy storms like
Yeah.
so many times, like hurricane levels where there's not even power in the buildings, and I'm like, we're getting out of here.
Let's go. That's always me and my entire team. We're like, I don't understand the issue. Get us
You're
out.
from New York, so I'm
Yeah.
sure you know.
I
how
grew
that
up in
goes.
New York, so I avoid traveling to New York at all costs, and I probably would not have even went if it weren't for this shoot after.
That's funny
So that
because
made it even worse. 'cause I
I'm
was like, I
that
don't want
way.
to be here.
I'm that way about Australia a little bit, but I do like Australia, where I'm from. A lot of people think that I hate it. I
I
don't.
was
I
actually gonna
like
ask.
it, but I don't really like to go back.
I like
it's
going-
just not for me
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah.
Like I would love to take a vacation there. I would recommend anybody go and visit. I
I've
really
been
like
once,
it.
and it's my favorite place on earth.
Yeah, it's really nice. The food's really fresh.
So good.
Weather's beautiful in summer.
The best.
It's pretty clean. I like a lot of the beaches are great. My family live there, but I would just never be able to live there because it's too slow paced for me,
Yeah.
and it's not ridiculous enough.
But you did grow up there in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
When did you move to the U.S.?
When I was 16.
Oh, wow, love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So were
I've been
you
here a long time. 'cause
were you
I'm an
already
old bitch now.
doing music when you were?
Trying? Yes.
Okay, cool. So was it hard to, because I feel like not a lot of people for some reason, like, I don't know that many people that made it big from Australia. So I'm sure it made a lot of sense for you to move to LA and pursue music.
Well, I moved to
there.
Miami.
First?
Yeah, and then I lived
Okay.
in Houston for a little while, less than a year. Didn't like that one.
Okay.
And then I lived in Atlanta, where we are now, for
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 years. And then I moved to LA, where
Okay.
I ended up living for a long time. before
Yeah.
Now I moved back here, but I've been all around. LA was kind of like right when I was on the brink of about to get signed.
Yeah.
And I had somebody that worked at a major record label hit me up on YouTube, where I used to
Oh,
upload
wow.
my music and stuff. And he was like, so I'm a totally legitimate person that works at a record label. I'm dating this girl who's a flight attendant who's from Australia. And I asked her, who is she into, because she's a big fan of music, that
Yeah.
isn't signed. He was an A&R. And randomly this girl that I don't know a day in my life said that she liked my music and she liked to watch my music on YouTube. And so he messaged me off there. And
That's
I ended
so
up moving
cool.
to LA. Yeah, he was like, I'm an A&R, and he legitimately was. And I was like, I don't really believe this person.
Yeah, always.
At all. And he flew out to Atlanta, like totally legit. He worked for Interscope. I wasn't good enough to get a record deal, but I think he just thought there was something about it that could maybe work.
Yeah, he saw the
And,
potential.
Yeah, so I went to LA on a trip for a week, and I met these producers that I ended up making like Pussy and my first mixtape with later
Yeah.
down the line, and I just like clicked with them straight away. And I was like, you know what? I'm one of those people that just loves to like do crazy spontaneous things.
Yeah.
Like, let's just do it.
Same.
That's why I was like, get in the car, James.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I think I always work the same way.
Yeah, like I like to do stuff like that. So it appealed to me, even though I was really happy living in Atlanta, to be like, this is like a crazy roller coaster. Maybe this could end up being the right thing.
So what made you like get into music in the first place? Especially like rap too.
Well, I don't know why I love rap the most. I guess everybody has their like favorite style.
Right.
And there's not really much reasoning to why you like what you like in terms of that. I just always liked rap music. I thought it was the
Yeah.
coolest. But I like pop music too. But
Right.
I can't sing.
Okay.
But I really liked writing music and writing lyrics or writing poetry, stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
was like, well, I can't sing, but I think I can write songs.
Yeah.
Even though I definitely. Some people might say I still can't write songs.
I think they're pretty good. Hey.
Enough people like them.
So you still do write your own music, right?
I write with other people, but
Yeah.
yeah, I write on every single song that I've
That's
ever
super
done.
dope.
On my last album, which was so long ago now, on like pop hooks and stuff like that, which led to
Yeah.
me collaborating with like a lot more like writers in the room, where there might be like 4 or 5 people, and we're trying to think of a big pop hook, and then I go and work on my verses and another day, another time without
Right.
that many people here. But this process of this album's been like completely almost like when I would do mixtapes. Like I haven't had maybe 2 writers the whole time. The majority of the time it's just me and Jay White sitting there with the engineer. He's the producer that's
That's
like
so
done this
cool.
whole thing. You met him yesterday.
Yes.
So nice.
He's the best.
When I was signed to a major label and I had one song which was fancy that ended up working, that had a pop hook, I just got pushed so much to make more of them.
Well, I was gonna ask too. You left your label recently too.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, so that's crazy because like I obviously have wanted to pursue music for a little bit. It's like one of my biggest passions, and obviously when you are talented at something, you either have like a label or an agency. Almost everybody has representation in that field. So I actually thought it was really cool that you left because I don't
Yeah.
have an agency either.
You don't need one anymore.
No, we're doing A-OK ourselves, I feel like.
It's true.
But do you want to talk about why that happened and like how has your life in music changed since?
I knew that it wasn't a good fit anymore for really the last like 2 or 3 years because they just wanted things to still be so pop inclined.
Right.
And I just didn't feel, I felt like that was very stagnant and not something that I really wanted to kind of do anymore. I just didn't really want to write songs like that anymore.
So now that you're gone, you would say you have a lot more freedom to really release the music that you want to.
One, I have the freedom to release whatever I want to.
Yeah.
But then also I felt like I wanted to be the owner. I didn't want to be the worker. And
Yeah.
being in that deal and signed to a major, for most people, at least for me, it didn't involve me like owning the masters to my music.
Right.
On top of the fact that I was having to creatively bend in ways I didn't like or
Right.
fight with people, and then we don't have a good relationship because I'm always
Right.
like, no, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, to where it's like when you're saying no, 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 no to someone all the time, it's not a good
It's
relationship.
not a good relationship, yeah. So what does your makeup process usually look like? Like how long would you say it takes you to get ready?
It takes me about an hour to do my makeup,
Same.
and then I have to do my hair, which I can't do. I have to call for help for my
Okay.
hair.
Okay.
But my makeup, I just wear the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
Ooh, I bought this the other day
The Morphe setting spray?
because I
Use
saw you
code James
using
for-
it.
Yeah, use code James for 10%
And I
off.
bought it, and it was good.
It's so bomb.
I like the continuous mist it gives.
Yeah.
I seriously bought this because of you, James.
I love that. You're a beauty guru in the making. Coming for the job.
So let me tell you what 5 colors I feel I can put on my face here. This one.
Ring light,
Oh, this one.
canvas,
This one.
sister,
This one.
face,
And then this one.
wig,
The end. Oh, this one because I do my eyeliner with it.
T.
And those are the only colors that I know how to use.
Okay.
I don't know how to use any of these other colors.
It's okay, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, I only know the boring colors.
Well, that's kind of the reason why I wanted to create the palette too that has a lot of neutral wearable colors in it alongside of all the rainbow colors too because
Yeah.
the whole point of the palette is unleashing your inner artist. Everyone has an artist within them, they just have to really find it and figure out what works for them. So the whole point of the palette is that you can buy it no matter what your skill level is of makeup and have every single color in there to create whatever look you want. And two, I like having the more neutral colors mixed in with the rainbow colors.
Yeah.
So even if you're playing with a more neutral wearable look, maybe you'll see a color and be like, oh, I want to put a little pop on
Maybe.
today. I want to get inspired.
That's
So it
kinda
pushes people
smart.
to kind of play around.
Because
And
if
unleash the
I were going to
artist.
buy a bunch of eyeshadow, I probably wouldn't buy rainbow because I'd be like, when am I going to wear blue? But it's all here. like you
Right.
said. So it makes sense.
All right, guys, so we're gonna start off Iggy's eyeshadow today. Now, for this look, we wanted to go with a blue
Yeah.
smoky eye, which I am so excited for because on yesterday's set we did bright red, and it was so much fun.
It was.
One of your first times ever actually wearing eyeshadow, and it was literally
Colored eyeshadow.
colored eyeshadow.
Well,
And
yeah.
it was the
No,
best.
I think it really was the first time that I've ever worn like a puppy color.
That's so
Literally,
cool.
ever. Like I said, people only ever do these colors.
Right. I'm so glad that I get to play with this with you today. Okay,
too.
so we're gonna go with blue because the set for the album cover is going to be blue. You guys will have seen the photo by the time that this video comes out. So I'm just gonna grab an M456 brush and dip into Cola in the bottom little row. And we're going to start packing this on the outer V to form a little wing.
See, like I would be so scared of that. I am scared of that, but it's fine because I trust you.
You're in good hands. So you are one of the queens of rap, and you
Thanks.
have released so many iconic songs. What is it like being a female in such a male-dominated industry?
It's awesome,
Yeah,
actually. I like it more.
yeah,
I think one of the reasons why I wanted to rap was because of that. And it's not because I don't like other girls or anything. I actually love girls. It was because I felt like it was so badass to be like, I'm doing a job that a boy does.
Right.
When I was younger, when I was a teen, I started getting into like writing my own rap songs and having this idea that I wanted to rap and that's what I wanted to do when I was about 13 or 14.
Oh wow, so you've known for a
For a
while
long
then.
time,
Okay,
yeah. But it
cool.
just always really appealed to me because there weren't a lot of women doing that thing. I played soccer when I was a kid, which now a lot more girls play, but back then it was kind of like that too. That was like, this is a boy sport, so
Right.
I want to do it because I want to be a strong girl and I want to be like a badass and I want to do stuff that you wouldn't think a girl would do. But I was always really girly. I wasn't a tomboy or anything
Right.
like that. I listened to the Spice Girls, but I don't know, that just appealed to me. So I kind of think I love that, even though there's a part of me now as a grown-up that thinks like we should have more women doing this and we should have more representation of different voices or different types of women, you know, like
Right.
we need that. But there's still that like little kid of me, little part of me, that little girl that's like, I kind of love that I'm one of only a couple of girls that are kind of like
That are killing it.
have the balls enough to come and like hang and do this and take the fact that it isn't easy, that there's a lot of guys.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's even the same way for me because I'm a male in
In a
a
female,
female-dominated
yeah.
industry, which is also equally as cool. And I have so much respect for my female counterparts, but it's really awesome to be one of the few that have really killed it in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
and being able to inspire young kids, especially young boys everywhere, to like express themselves is like literally my favorite part of the entire job. But I get the same thing. Like I actually just traveled to the UK a few weeks ago, and this one newscaster was like doing an interview about me talking about how we shut the city down. And literally the whole interview was like, I don't even know who he is. Her co-host was like, well, you do beautiful makeup, you don't know about him? And she's like, no, that's because I take advice from a woman, not a man.
But
and she
does
like
the
she
woman
really did
have
something there
a face? Because if you have a face, then you probably qualify.
to take makeup tips. I was like,
That makes no sense.
It was-
like
it
that's
was
the
so
dumbest
dumb.
thing. Why does it have to be a woman's face?
it's so stupid.
That's stupid, and that person's an idiot.
She is. Do you still deal with a lot of the hate and backlash towards being a woman in the industry all the time? Because I feel like there's always like drama in like the female rap community, but I feel like you do a really good job of staying out of it.
I do now.
Yeah.
I didn't. For me, I felt like the drama for me was always more about the fact that I'm from Australia than me being a girl, but there definitely is that element, and like it's an additional layer. There are many layers to the drama.
Right.
That's what I will say. Having a vagina is just one of many layers
Okay.
of,
love
of,
that.
of rap drama.
Right.
I feel like I just couldn't really be bothered,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, which sounds so cliche. It really does. And it's not even like I think I'm better than it or something necessarily. I think once you get in a position where maybe you're successful or you kind of like understand the inner workings or
Yeah.
motivations of certain stuff, even when it's not my own drama that I'm a part of, I find myself less interested because I don't even know if it's real
Yep.
drama or if it's you've got a single coming out next week. And a
Right.
lot of the time,
Yes.
or in the past I have gotten invested in whatever the narrative is that I might think is entertaining, not even to pertaining to me.
Right.
Like, ooh, who's having gossip? What said what to who? And
Yeah.
ooh, I'm in it. I'm reading every article. Like I'm on
Right.
everything. And then it's like, you know, a music video comes out 5 days later, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
literally Boo Boo the Fool right now.
Yeah.
Like buying into
They got
this.
you.
So I don't know, I kind of like feel that I don't really care so much about that anymore or give it my energy as much. But I'll still troll random people online. Like
I noticed that you definitely
I
do like
do
to reply to
that
people on Twitter every
still.
once in a while.
But that's different because that's just a little like, you're a dumb bitch.
Drama aside, is there anybody that you do want to collab with that you really like right now?
Well, I kind of want to work with Becky G because one, I think that she's so hot. All of a sudden, she's like a woman, and I'm like, wow, she's really hot. And two, I was supposed to work with her way back in the day, and she sent a song over and everything.
Yeah.
But she was a teenager then, and I didn't do it because I have this thing where I don't really like to work with people that are in that like teen kind of age range, just
Yeah.
because my music's always been so like pussy, vagina, twerk, that
Yeah.
it was like, I just don't know how that could
Translate.
fit together. That was why. It was not that I
Yeah.
ever thought she wasn't dope. Like I heard the song and everything, and I just was like, this is good, but I just don't know that this works.
Iggy, who would you say are some of your biggest role models in the music industry or in general?
I really like Missy Elliott. Everybody already
Okay.
knows that. But the reason why I like her is because I just feel like her legacy is so untainted. Like there are a lot of people that are great that I really like or look up to, but in this day and age, I don't like what they're doing, or
Right.
I'm not into it, or I'm
Right.
not feeling the music, or I don't live for the looks
Right.
anymore, but I lived for the old stuff. Like, but Missy Elliott, I kind of just still live for her every day.
So I'm gonna cut your inner corner now, just like we did yesterday. A very like drag pulled out look.
Okay.
Do we like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what does this do?
So we put that white on your inner corner yesterday, and it gave you that like the brightness right there, but it also opens up your eyes, making them appear bigger. And since we put it on the inner corner and round it out, it pulls them up more.
Yeah, 'cause suddenly my eyeballs were bigger.
Yeah.
Like it looked like I face tuned them and was like,
Yep.
but I really didn't.
That's
I
all
love
makeup. When you're not spending time in the studio, what do you like to do for fun?
In my free time, I ride horses. That's what I really do.
Really?
Yeah. I think I like to do something that's like active
Yeah.
in my free time instead of being like stuck in the house, because
Right.
I feel like I spend so much time in my house already, to be honest with you. Kind of need an excuse to get out of my house that's not work related.
Right.
These eyelashes are way bigger eyelashes than I would ever do, but they're working.
A lot of times people will put on a lash that's too big for their eye without trimming it, and if you put it on the outer corner, it can sag your entire eye downwards. So you have to make sure you trim them to fit, and then you can almost like lift it up in the end, and that'll give you that snatched
See,
look.
I always lift my eyelashes up a little bit higher than my actual lash line on
Yep.
the ends.
We can
Because
definitely
I
do
like that. Like, it's funny because in my mind, I always watch your videos on YouTube, your tutorials and stuff. And I've thought to myself sometimes, like, it would be so nice. Like, James has so many fans. Man, it would be so nice to be like James. Like, anything that James does, he has so many retweets, and his fans are so crazy.
I think
nice.
everybody
Like,
thinks that
he
way
has
about
no
other people.
controversy. Yeah, like, and then like when I'm like, oh, guess what? James is doing my video. I'm so excited. And people are like, ew, why would you do that? And I'm
Right.
like, oh my God. Maybe everybody's in the same situation.
People-
just like
everybody
people hate
is.
me. Maybe people just hate everybody, and everybody hates everybody, and everybody's a stupid bitch. The end.
At the end of the day, I think everybody does always have people that aren't going to like them and aren't going to support, but it's always important to focus on the people who are loving and are supporting and aren't
Right.
looking for those issues, because I always say, like, when people get mad over stupid stuff and they're like, okay, I'm unfollowing you, I'm like, bye, please go. I want to focus on the people who are listening to what I have to say and are thinking about what I'm having
Right.
to say, and if I'm talking about something a little bit controversial, they want to do some research and hear more about it instead of just instantly jumping to conclusions. That's not somebody that I want following me anyway, because it means that they don't have a very good judge of character. So I feel like
Agreed.
you're in the same boat and we'll be A-okay.
Yeah, I feel better knowing people hate you too, James. I think we look for negativity like in our own lives about people judging us, and we notice it more than we notice people being negative towards other people.
Yeah.
When I'm looking at your videos, I just see all the positive comments.
Yeah.
And I don't really notice the negative things because they're not being said about me. So they don't like resonate with me
Right.
the way somebody's negative comment about me would resonate and bother me.
I've never even talked to anybody about that before, so that's really cool that you even just said that. Like, it's good to know that at least from the outside perspective,
From
it
the
looks
outside
good.
looking in, I think you have 5 million fans, everybody loves you. I don't think people want to write mean stuff about you.
You'd be
Or
surprised.
be like, let me spin how I can make James Charles an asshole. In my
You'd
mind.
be surprised. All right, we're gonna go ahead and line Iggy's lips using the ColourPop I Love Sadie lip liner in Curvy, just for a little nude moment.
Something inside me that just wants so badly to be like, when you're doing my lipstick,
Let's finish our last step, which is going to be to bring back your moles.
please do. I hate when people try to cover up my moles.
I love them. I have beauty marks all over my face too, and I always try to bring them back.
I used to hate all of the little freckles and stuff I had on my face except for these two, but it's because when I was in school, since primary school, kids would always be like, moly, 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 about the fact that I have a mole on my chin, and I would be like, no. So I'd always like be self-conscious about it, but then I was like, you know what, people draw these on. My mole's gonna be like back here one day. When I get old and I get a facelift, it's gonna be like my mole will be back here.
Tea. Are we ready, Sister Iggy, to do our last step and Sister Set It in place so you're ready for this photo shoot?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Little Sally Walker walking down the street. She didn't know what to do, so she jumped in front of me. Little Sally Walker walking down the street. She didn't know what to do, so she jumped in front of me. I said, go on, girl, do your thing.
I believe we are done.
Can I see?
Yes.
I haven't even looked at
Oh
this.
yeah, you haven't even seen it yet.
Can we just talk about the fact that I let you do my whole face of makeup and I didn't look in a mirror a
That's
single
trust.
time?
Let's see.
Okay. Oh my god. Yes.
You like it?
Yes, because the way that you do the makeup, like, this is what I have to. Iggy, I know you're watching at home. Watch this tutorial. This is how you want your eyes to do it. You can do it. This is your face, and he did it. I love the way that you do the shape because it just makes it like my whole cheek and face looks snatched. It just looks like.
Sister snatched. It looks sickening. I'm so glad you like how
Yes,
it turned
I
out.
love this. I'm ready to go have my album cover now.
Yay!
This is amazing.
Well, sisters, thank you so much for watching this video today with me and sister Iggy Azalea. Thank you
you.
so much for coming on my channel.
No, thank you for
Literally-
coming.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. 'Cause I don't fucking care.